Good evening. It's a Sunday evening. It's 3:30 almost. The date 10/3 of 21. We have the daily S&P 500 that has been walloped, and it's made a series of lower lows. It undercuts the 50-day moving average on the last day of the third quarter as we see it. The high there was 43.82 and the low was 43.06. At that point in time, we got so oversold in the S&P 500 on the percent K, percent D. And it was so oversold that I can't recall seeing the S&P 500 that oversold on the daily. So we start out the new trading month of October with a bang, and we come back up. That stochastic now is at 34.5. The daily sell signal there was minus 14 on the S&P when we made the lows of that oversold. Now we're only minus 13.18, and that is the MACD, and that is starting to improve. Now, they tried to get a close slightly back above the 100-day moving average. How will equities trade with people that are trading the firm's capital? They're going to know that when stocks come down and hit support, they're going to bounce like a trampoline. And if the futures hold up, then we're going to travel up, hit resistance. They're going to try to get it above the 100-day. Now, let's go back in the history of it. The history of the S&P 500 all year of 2021. The last time we tested that, we called that dip, and that was on 9/20. Okay, then we put the bottom in, and then you had a 3-day rally, and you still made a lower low. And these were the tops in the S&P. The 200-day moving average is right down there. S&P is gone without a 5% correction forever. So this is how bottoms are put in. Then we'll incorporate the VIX, the fear indicator that is tied to the S&P 500. And then when that goes down, then we go up. And the lesson learned is to buy at support now, and they will travel up. And tomorrow morning on the opening bell, the futures are positive 59 points, 61 now, and climbing higher in the NASDAQ 100. That will be a different video, but nonetheless, we're going to see exactly what these futures can do on day two to take this back up and test what used to be support. And the greatest trade in the S&P all year was when it hit that 50-day. And we know it hit the 50-day. We called that big move. We called this move. They undercut the 50 with the green bar, and back it went up. And it's a long-term uptrend in the S&P, and it got overbought. And it got overbought when it got up here. And then it dipped, and then the trend made lower lows. You go up in trends, you can test resistance and make a new fresh of lower lows. That's exactly what the S&P did on Friday. And bottoms, more often than not, 90% of the time, bottoms get put in on a Friday when we were so oversold in the S&P that it was automatic that we were going to go up, because you can't go to being zero oversold. So what we'll do is those futures are popping. We can define the resistance right here at the top of the red bar. Once again, we know what tomorrow's trade management will be. We know that it will be day two of a bottom where the bull is trying to reemerge in this marketplace. But good old-fashioned resistance will be resistance. And the S&P has a ways to go, and there will be more volatility in the month of October.